Hi, this is Derek Murphy. I'm in Perest, Montenegro. It's an old 17th century Phoenician village. It's pretty interesting historically, and also there's this amazing view. I wanted to make a video talking about how I make money online and how we're able to travel full time. It's something I kind of wanted to talk about for a while, but I'm not a travel blogger, and I don't usually post videos that are about the business. I talk a lot more about books and publishing and writing, but it is pretty interesting, and there's a lot going on this week, so I thought I'd make this video while we're out and about, talking about the 3 ways that I've made enough money this month to pay for our stay here. So generally when I talk about, people ask like, how much money do you need to make to travel full time? We don't actually make that much money, and we don't save very well, but in general you need to make about $100 a day to be able to travel full time. $100 a day is enough to cover your food and hotel expenses, and save enough to be able to get between countries if you don't live extravagantly. This month we're actually spending a little bit more. We're staying in a 5-star resort in Montenegro. We did negotiate a really nice upgrade. They upgraded us into a junior suite. Because of the size of my platform, I was able to say, we're coming to your hotel anyway, we're gonna pay, but if you could, give us an extra room, that would be great, because I'm gonna talk about it to my platform. I do have quite a large audience, and they did that, so that was great. We got a handwritten note and a really warm welcome, which is something I don't usually like to do. However, it is nice to have them treat us a little bit better. If we were just paying for the hotel and they just treated us like ordinary guests, they wouldn't really put much of an effort into making sure we were happy. But because I mentioned my platform size, they are a lot more willing to go out of their way to make sure we have a good experience, and that feels really good. And it makes us part of the reason that I invested in a nicer stay this time is because NaNoWriMo is coming up. There's a lot of traffic right now. NaNoWriMo is coming up, which is National Novel Writing Month, and I want to get a lot of writing done, which means I really need to have a very inspiring scenery, but also a really convenient space to live. So in our apartment we have a great view of the ocean. We have a free breakfast buffet, which is really pretty luxurious. We also have an espresso machine in the room. So there's a lot of qualities that will allow me to have a very productive 2 weeks. This isn't a video about productivity or writing, so I'm not really going to talk about that process, but I am really focused on getting a lot done this month. As a full-time writer, it's important for me to keep producing more content. I can launch a new book and make quite a bit of money, but after a few months, if I don't put out a new book, my income is going to go down. Even so, this month I've already made about $1,800 in Kindle sales without really doing any book promotion from books I launched several months ago, so that's great. I've also just launched my guerrilla publishing course, which is my new book marketing course. I'm only in the first, basically when you launch a course or you launch something new, you go through a week or a 10-day email series. I'm only in the first 24 hours of that. I've only opened it up to basically 25. I allowed 25 early bird discount people to get in early and to save some money. So that's already going well. It's already paid for this trip and the 2 weeks that we're going to stay here. So those are the 2 ways. The third way that I make money when I travel, besides books and course launches, is with client work. So I'm still taking on a few clients. I've been trying for years to quit client work altogether and focus on passive income like courses and books. However, because I have a platform, I'm able to charge quite a lot for one-on-one consulting or book cover design work or book marketing work, which is kind of nice. Even though I prefer to just be working on my own projects, it's hard to turn down. If somebody really wants to work with me and they're paying quite a bit of money for my time, I could just work with 1 or 2 clients a month and make quite a bit of money that way. So with those 3 different means of income, I have a little bit of active income, a little bit of passive income. Some takes up some of my time, some doesn't. Some, like the course launch, I only have to send out, and I sent out an email last night and people are signing up to my course, and today we're just out sightseeing. Later I'll do a little bit more work when I go home, and I'll try to get a couple of hours of writing done because, like I said, I really want to be productive this month. But those are some of the ways that I'm making money while not actually, I like to say I don't work. I don't have a real job. I don't work that hard. Actually, I probably work 5 or 6 hours a day, but it doesn't really feel like work if I'm working on my own projects or if I'm working on my own books or launching a course. It's more like a game or something that I love building content. I love helping people. It doesn't feel like, I don't have to get up in the morning and go to the day job. I don't have a boss. I get to travel full time and see all these beautiful places. So I built a lifestyle that I really appreciate and I like, and I enjoy the work that I'm doing. So I hope this video kind of clarifies a little bit. Sometimes people wonder, how you make your money and travel full time. How does that process work? Why are you not, why don't you have a job? It's not just that we're tourists. This is kind of our lifestyle. It's a little weird also because most people would have to save up to take a vacation like that because they're still paying rent somewhere. We don't have car payments. We don't have children. We don't have a house somewhere. So we don't have to generate as much money as you would think we would. If we can make a few thousand a month, that's really enough to support and sustain this lifestyle. So anyway, that's kind of an insight into what my life and my sales funnels and my income strategies look like. I hope maybe it's a little bit useful. You can check out, my links of my websites to see more in depth how you can actually start a business and make money online, or how you can launch and publish books that become bestsellers. I talk a lot about stuff like that on my platform. So I hope this is helpful. Goodbye from Montenegro. This is Derek Murphy.